Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another amazing episode of Girls with Crowns, brought to you by Black Girl Magic Museum, our founder, Dominique Hamilton, and of course, HBCU Fan-Addict from myself, Dr. Tuesday Mahoney. Last night, we had an amazing time with another phenomenal HBCU campus Queen Ari Fitzgerald from Russ College, the Russ College. And so tune in here, IG Live, Black Girl Magic Museum, as we watch this phenomenal queen transform our lives. Let's take a quick look.
Oh, there we go. Hi.
Hi.
Yes.
Good.
I said Mississippi in the house. Yes, Mississippi in the house. Absolutely.
I see. Well, I'm in Louisiana, but I'm going to go ahead and let Mississippi represent the big M tonight. Hi, Queen. How are you? Queen Ari, right?
Yes, ma'am. Hello, I'm well. How about you?
I'm great. And Dominique, how are you? You look gorgeous.
Well, thank you. You know, I knew that was coming on live with some other queens, so I was like, I have to come correct. And then Queen Ari, she got the crown, the sash. She's ready. I'm ready for her. Yes.
Tonight, girl. Crowns. Wonderful. Well, we want to go ahead and get started. I'm so very excited. I know Dominique is as well. We're being introduced to an amazing, phenomenal HBCU tonight. Russ College, and Russ College is in Holly Springs, Mississippi. Yes, and we're so excited to represent Mississippi tonight. We have our Queen Ari Fitzgerald.
Yes.
Looking absolutely gorgeous. Are you all blue and white?
Yes,
Royal blue?
Royal
all right,
blue.
representing, and you are the Bearcats, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You know what? I did my research because I was really trying to be ready for Russ College. Welcome to our 6th episode. Is that correct, Dominique?
Yes, that is correct.
Of Girls with Crowns. Girls with Crowns. And as you can see tonight, everybody, hi, welcome. You can see we have a beautiful queen, and we're so excited to get started to find out more about this phenomenal queen and the Goodwill Ambassador for the Russ College, and more about their awesome program. So I am Dr. Tuesday Mahoney, the founder of HBCU Fan-Addict, and everybody knows that I am a HBCU administrator, as well as just truly focused on empowering our community so that we will be aware of HBCUs, the history, the academics, and we're bringing the culture. Isn't that right, Dominique?
Absolutely. We're so
excited. And Dominique, introduce yourself.
So I'm Dominique Hamilton with Black Girl Magic Museum. We're a pop-up tour, basically a pop-up museum, and we're currently getting ready to launch in different cities, so be on the lookout.
Absolutely. You all would not want to miss the experience when it comes. It's going to be a once-in-a-lifetime movement. So we're really excited about Black Girl Magic and partnering with us to do this amazing series, Girls with Crowns. Now, we're going to go ahead and shift to our purpose tonight, and that is to get to know another amazing, beautiful queen that is taking the world by storm. Yes, that's Queen Ari tonight. Queen, you doing okay?
Yes, I'm doing well. How are you?
Excellent. So, Dominique, just shout out to the audience, and if you are a member of an HBCU or if you are an alumni, go ahead and put that in the chat. We see a lot of love already for this beautiful queen tonight.
Yes, it's forever. Is that your sister, your mom, your cousin?
Shout out everybody.
She is supporting right now.
We're talking Russ College tonight, baby. Yes. All right. Let's get started. Our entire platform, once again, is about encouraging the benefits of HBCUs. And of course, we want to do it once again for the culture. And this beautiful queen is doing it for her campus as the Goodwill Ambassador. So Queen Ari Fitzgerald is our special guest tonight. She looks absolutely gorgeous. Queen, we like to start with the HBCU facts. Could you tell us a little bit about your amazing campus, Russ College?
Yes, so Russ College is a private HBCU located in Holly Springs, Mississippi. And yes, we are home of the Bearcats. So
Woo-hoo.
Holly Springs is about 30 minutes away from University of Memphis and about 30 minutes away from University of Mississippi. So we're like right in the middle.
So do you
We
all have more Tennessee influence than Mississippi, since you're just about 35 minutes away, right, from
right.
Memphis? That's very, very interesting, a big city. So how do you all handle that just right offhand as college students? How you stay in Mississippi, or you are always riding up?
Well, cities like there's Olive Branch and there's South Haven in between Memphis. So we usually go out there to have fun, might go bowling, might eat a nice restaurant. But just in our city locally, we have a couple of things, but there's not out there.
Okay, great. Well, continue to tell us more about Russ College in Holly Springs, Mississippi, just 35 minutes outside of Memphis, Tennessee.
And what made you choose Russ College?
So
Let's get our facts. Let's try to get our facts first. And then we're going to hit that. Yeah. I want to know about Russ, Dominique, because I've heard of Russ College. I've heard some phenomenal things. I know that Russ is a member of 10 of the first 10 HBCUs in the country. And I know that Russ is probably the very first HBCU in Mississippi, correct?
yes, so
Russ is the
College
first.
our very first HBCU in Mississippi, the oldest HBCU in Mississippi. And we currently have about 500 students. So we're a smaller school, and we do provide degrees in business, education, humanities, mass communications, science, mathematics, social science, and more. So yeah, we're really cool because we don't have just as many students as other institutions do. So we're really close.
So you really get that one-on-one experience. I know for college students, that's so important to be able to connect with their instructors and to be able to gain that expertise that their instructors have to offer, and just to be a little bit more engaged as a campus. Once again, we talk about engagement all the time and how important that is for college students. Queen, do you have any more facts to share about Russ College?
I could go on and on to share about
No, represent.
I could go on and on. Just let me know when to stop.
Yeah, so Dominique, we can jump back over to you. You had a great question for the Queen. Let's find out who we're dealing with tonight. Of course, Queen Ari Fitzgerald, Russ College.
Yes, so the question was, what made you choose Russ College?
So I actually had never heard of college when I had first applied. Somebody had reached out to me, Dr. Rock Talley, and he had basically recruited me. He had came to Nashville, and he had told me, it's crazy because he had told me, he was like, I see you as our next Russ College. And I heard of this school before, and he had offered me a full ride scholarship. And he was like, we really think you'll be a great fit there. We really think you can thrive there. So he sold me, and that's how I ended up at Russ College.
Wow, can we build on that a little bit? So where were you at the time you had this wonderful experience to meet this trailblazer that gave you that opportunity? And how, as a younger girl, how were you able to transition from this high school experience to now being the Queen of Goodwill Ambassador for Russ College?
So we were at a Mexican restaurant. He brought me and my mom to a Mexican restaurant it was like lunchtime, and he had brought the paper. He brought the application. I hadn't even applied for the school yet. He had brought the application. He was like, we really, really think that you would do great here. He had seen my transcript and seen my resume from high school, and they really
What were you doing in high school that drew his attention? Like, you must have been extremely phenomenal for him to give you that full ride. And we're talking scholarships, ladies and gentlemen, scholarships at HBCUs. They are available.
Yes, they are. And Russ College is also a UNCF school, and we got scholarships. So in high school, I went to high school. It was Martin Luther King Academic Magnet High School in Nashville, Tennessee. And it was, at the time, it was like in the top 2 public schools in the state of Tennessee. So a lot of other colleges were looking at the school, and a lot of HBCUs as well, because we have a lot of HBCU culture. There's TSU, there's Mahoney, and so a lot of college representatives used to come, primarily HBCU, used to come to my school to, represent and tell us. So,
Okay. Awesome. You mentioned UNCF, and I, of course, as a administrator, college administrator at HBCU, I have to just make sure that our audience knows that the UNCF stands for United Negro College Fund. It's also known as the United Fund. It is one of our key philanthropic organizations that provide funds and scholarships for Black or minority students in general at HBCUs. And so it's really in place to build a pathway for educational access. So we're going to just shout out to UNCF and also Russ College for representing UNCF. And so if you're interested in the UNCF scholarships, of course you can Google, but definitely check with your favorite HBCU, especially this one tonight, Russ College. We have Queen Ari in the house that's sharing everything that you need to know about this awesome experience in the areas of academics for Russ College. So Queen, tell us why you decided to become queen and leave this amazing campus to the next level for the next generation.
I became campus queen because, of course, I was the most popular girl in school. Just kidding.
Oh, really?
But so first, to become queen, you have to meet the requirements. So Miss Russ College must have a 3.0 GPA, no disciplinary record, and you must be classified as a senior and have good moral standing. So that's first. And secondly, when I first came in freshman 2019, I came in, I got very involved. I've been a violinist for 16 years, so I came in and I joined the school orchestra. And then I became a majorette in the band for a while. I joined NAACP, and I also won the top. Then my second year, last year, I won my sophomore, and I was inducted to the Alpha Kappa Mu. Just did a bunch of different organizations, got involved, met a lot of different people, had formed lots of connections. Like I said, school, it's not the biggest school, so over time, I'm in a lot of the same organizations with other people. And then I also pledged the best sorority in the world, Delta Sigma Theta.
I'll let you have that since it's your night, Queen. That's why
I'm ready for you tonight.
I wore a little closer to it tonight because I knew what was going on. Tell us a little bit about that organization.
So I am a part
Let
of
me find out who that is. Somebody said the best. Let me find out. Go ahead, Queen. Queen Ari tonight.
Oh, my sorors on the live. So I am in the Theta Pi chapter of Delta Sigma Theta sorority. I currently serve as the corresponding secretary, the audit chair, and the international awareness and involvement chair. I was initiated in spring 2020. So I'm about to hit my 1-year anniversary.
Well, congratulations. Shout out to the ladies once again of Delta Sigma Theta sorority. We have representing tonight Queen Ari Fitzgerald, Russ College. Hey, Queen, there's a gentleman, Mr. Russ College. Can we shout out? Some of the colleges have kings.
Yes.
Yeah, shout out to King.
For being on here.
What's his name?
Shout out to my king for always supporting. Shout out, I see my Miss Sophomore. I see my good friend Traylon. And I also see my best friend, my junior. She is on the call. So I see people from my high school. So thanks everybody for coming out and tuning in.
Yes, thanks everybody. We appreciate that support.
Shout out to too. Because he's on the call.
All right, Dominique, I'm going to toss it over to you so you can get to know this amazing queen tonight, Russ College in the house.
Absolutely. So Ari, what is some of the things that if you were talking to your high school students to get them to come to Russ, what is something at Russ College that you enjoyed that has kept you there and, wanting to be involved?
So something that's kept me here at Russ College is truly the bonds that I've built, the the people that I've met. The people here are truly phenomenal. I know going to HBCU, there could be many different types of things, the battles that we face. That, things, I know they make jokes on social media about, like, financial aid and XYZ, just different things. And those bonds that you build with people that you meet, those relationships that you have with your professors, that's really what will keep you coming back. The environment, like when I first came in my freshman year, everybody was so welcoming, and that's really what encouraged me to run for freshman, because I had so much support, and you have so much support that really the confidence comes naturally, because you feel like everybody believes in you, you believe in everybody. So that's really something that I would tell somebody. Definitely get out here and meet these people, because there are people out here that are like you, and college is what you make it. So don't just sit in your room. There's plenty of organizations for anything that you want to do. And if there's not an organization, you can go ahead and start one and, get your people together and, but really, it's really just the people here that's been keeping me going. My Bearcat family.
So one of the things that I just remember that you said, you're part of the NAACP chapter. So I do want to throw this in shamelessly. Right now, I know in Texas it's early voting. So you guys are college students. Are you guys making sure everyone is registered to vote and exercising their voices to vote?
Yes. So we get everybody registered to vote in the state of Mississippi when they first get to campus. So through the NAACP, I am actually the vice president of partnerships this year. And so my job is I usually go to the different organizations and I take them the forms to register to vote. That's my job. So if there's incoming transfer students on the basketball team, I'll go and make sure those incoming transfer students get registered to vote in Mississippi. Just make sure everybody is doing their part. So, yeah, we definitely are. We usually get people registered between August and November.
Awesome.
Queen, yes, I want to dive in real quick because I'm really excited about, I'm always excited about HBCUs with female presidents. And so I believe I saw a phenomenal president, and I want you to just talk a little bit because, we're always talking about, Dominique, representation matters. So in higher education, it's very, very difficult for Black female, African-American female to take leadership or take reign, especially over an amazing institution like Russ College and lead our students. It is a male-dominated career. And so we want to acknowledge when we have an HBCU that is led tremendously in such a spirit of excellence by a female chancellor or president. And so can you tell us who your president is and a little bit about what she's doing for Russ College?
Yes, of course. So I have the honor to say we have our first woman president, our first Black woman president. She is the 12th president of College, and that is President Dr. Ivy Taylor. And
yes,
she is wonderful. She is out here. She's made plenty of changes since she's been president for about 1.5 years now. And she also came in during COVID. So that year, 2020.
she's new. Yes.
Yes. So she's new. When I first came here, I had a different president. So she was actually became president in the fall of 2020. And since then, she's just been helping, making changes with the school. And we've got new logos, new things everywhere, really. With new
come in and jazz that thing up a little bit. We're going to bring that life and that innovation. That's the thing about females in leadership. And it's what we're kind of addressing tonight with our queens. And why we do this series is to have young ladies like this beautiful Queen Ari just talk about what it's like to be a leader and to be able to take leadership skills to the next level and all that you do. And Queen Ari, you do a lot in the areas of leadership. Can you talk about how you were able to build those leadership skills, and what would you tell a little girl who wants to one day be or wear that beautiful crown about leadership?
So when it comes to leadership, there are different types of ways to be a leader. There's not just one way. You could be a dictator leader. You could be a leader just for the people. You could be a leader that just, lets your team do everything. You just sign off on. So first, you have to figure out what type of leader you want to be for yourself and what's effective for your own school and your other organization. So when it comes to leadership, just be trustworthy, be transparent. If you make sure that you show up, that people see when you sign up for stuff, you follow through, and you're holding yourself accountable, you're holding your team accountable, and also just let them know that even though you're the leader, you also have to know when it's time to listen or when it's time to follow, when it's time to delegate, different things like that. So what I would tell a little girl who wants to be a leader, just be yourself and just make sure that you're leading for the right reasons. Make sure that you really have the passion in the heart, whatever it is that you're doing. And that's really it. And then everything else will really come naturally.
So true, so true. So Ari, one of the things that I saw as I was looking through your biography, your write-up, your bio, was that you also are an entrepreneur on top of all the other things that you're doing. So how did you get into entrepreneurship? I saw that you do lashes or sell lashes.
Yes, I do. So I am an eyelash technician, and my company is Ari Cosmetics, and I founded it in 2020 during COVID. I didn't have a job, and I wasn't comfortable with going out and working while the pandemic was going on. So I had to, make something shake. I had to find me some money. And so I started doing lashes. I took a course, and I bought the products. I invested into the business. And one thing I could say, my Bearcat family, when I got back on campus, have definitely been my major supporters, my main supporters. So how do I balance it all?
Yeah, no, well, Dominique, we're going to hit the road because I need to get over to Russ College to see Queen Ari and get these lashes
Right.
snatched.
Yes, we do. We do.
Can we order those lashes from you? And can we put your contact information in? Because we want to support. And I need some new lashes.
Me too. Yes. Put in the comments. Put your information.
I will.
Say the name of your company again and tell us, why is entrepreneurship so important?
Entrepreneurship is so important because even now more than ever, well, first of all, the jobs honestly are not paying enough. That's one. And when you're an entrepreneur, you decide how much money you make. You have control over your time. You have control over everything. Like, you can create your own boundaries. You create your schedule. You don't have anybody looking over your shoulder. And also with that, you can also make decisions pertaining to your own life. So you don't have to own them yourself. And also just good to have ownership, because we could take all of our ideas, all of our crafts and skills, and we could take it to someone else's job and, make their company better. Or we could take all of our own skills that we have and put them into ourselves and, build our own brand up for ourselves. So I'm really big on entrepreneurship.
Excellent. Can you tell us a little bit about any challenges that you may have jump-starting your business? Because a lot of young men and women, in particular African-American students, and that really have a gift, have talents, have things that they're passionate about, but they're just a little afraid to step out on faith and just take that chance. Could you tell us a little bit about what your journey was like in the areas of any challenges that you may have and how you were able to overcome as an entrepreneur so everyone knows that it can be done?
Of course. So starting out, all I'm going to say is, if you're waiting for the right time to start your business, or a time where you think that you have all the answers and that you know everything, all the ins and outs, you'll be waiting forever. Just start it and perfect it as you go on. You will learn more about it. You'll learn about yourself, trial and error, and that is what will help you along the way. So even if you have self-doubt or you don't know if you can do it, just start it. Just start it and let the rest, figure itself out. And some challenges that I face just being in the service industry, if I don't have any clients, then I won't make any money. But I do provide services. So with that, you kind of have to get creative. I recently just started making eyelash extension strips, like eyelash strips that I can sell them like that and, ship them all over the world. So that if I don't have any clients, I'm still making money.
So that the product is important when you want to stay in business, basically. Having, yes, you can have a service, but making sure you have that product out in the market will help you sustain.
Definitely.
And what I also heard, Queen, is that not just having that product, but just reinventing the product. Looking at the market to determine where the gap is. Where can we help serve the community with our product, and how can we do things differently? And so you created the scripts, and now you're able to build on that brand outside of what you do. So entrepreneurs need to know that you may have to reinvent yourself sometimes. It may not be what you thought, it was going to be. You may have to shift. Dominique uses the word all the time, pivot.
Yes, pivot.
Pivot. And what's pivot, Dominique? Tell us a little bit about
Pivoting
why you do that so much and why that's so important.
Yes, I think for one, when the pandemic hit, we all learned about that pivot, the things that we thought we were going to do, the accomplish, just all of that. And I know even for Black Girl Magic Museum, we were going to launch, and then the pandemic hit, and we were like, oh, it's going to go away. It's going to go away. And it didn't go away. And so we were like, okay, how do we pivot from here? And so, and even now with the pandemic still here, we're like, okay, how do you create a virtual platform? How do you create a space where it's still safe to come and, get your pictures and learn about history and get your art and things like that, and also be a service to Black women in the community while they're trying to pivot also. So I think that a lot of times we do definitely, when we're building a brand, have to know when to pivot. And, and like I said before, COVID taught us all, you have to have a pivot plan.
Right, definitely. And don't just, another thing, like you said, you have to have a pivot plan. Don't get caught up, like, even if you have a business, you have a brand, don't get caught up on just letting this just be your brand. You can always build, you can always expand, you can always, start over if you want to. And whatever works for you, whatever works for other people, make that move.
Absolutely.
Yes, definitely, Queen. We're so excited about, once again, your company. The name of your company again, I saw it pinned. I think I saw it pinned. What's the name of your company again? Do you have a website?
Yes, it is my website. So here's my Instagram page. My website's in my bio.
Okay, excellent.
On the Mink.
On the Mink, is that right?
Yes, I pinned it right here. It's On the Minks. And so everyone go and support Ari. Follow her on Instagram. If you have a Facebook also. I just not too long ago learned that Pinterest can really help when you have products or services and things like that. So don't know if we have a Pinterest. Ari, what are some things that you can leave us with before we wrap up our call?
And we're not quite done. I want to get a little bit of information about her career direction really quick. So once again tonight, everybody, Girls with Crowns, we're so excited, sponsored by Black Girl Magic Museum and HBCU Fan-Addict. Check us out. We're on Facebook, Instagram. You definitely can catch us here on IG. But tonight we're just so excited because we have been really blessed by a beautiful, phenomenal leader, a trailblazer is what I'm hearing, in Queen Ari Fitzgerald, who is are you the 90
second?
92nd
yes.
Queen. 92nd, probably the most that we've seen so far, Queen of Russ College, and that is because they are the second private and oldest college in the state of Mississippi, as well as the very first historically Black college and university in Mississippi, once again located in Holly Springs. So shout out to Russ College for leading the way. So you all slogan is by their fruits you shall know them. And we definitely know that this young lady is yielding great fruit in the area of leadership, and you are a true trailblazer. So tell us a little bit before we do wrap it up, Dominique, about Queen Ari, about your career focus, like what's your major and where are you taking this thing?
All right, so I am a biology major, and I aspire to own my own dermatology practice and a $1 billion skincare and cosmetics company in Jesus' name.
Bill, you made it.
Yes,
Billion.
that is awesome.
Yes.
I'm glad we didn't skip out on that. That is amazing.
Yeah, $1 billion on the mix is just the foundation.
Start.
Billion.
Sorry. My first business, like On the Minx, isn't even my first business. It's just my
Oh,
focus.
wow. What you had before?
So before I had a company called Bo and Ari, and I used to teach violin. I had a nonprofit organization teaching violin to children.
Impressive. Do you still do that now?
So actually, I don't, just because it's very time consuming being in college, being a queen, everything. Some stuff has to get taken off the plate. Honestly.
Yeah. So how do you balance?
I don't sleep. I do not sleep. No, I'm just kidding. But you definitely have to prioritize being a queen. You have to prioritize this position because you represent something larger than yourself. So even if I might have a client at the same time, I might have to, they just told me I had to do something for the school last minute. It's a sacrifice you have to make in this position. So at the end of the day, you have to put that first. And so sometimes things have to take a back seat. That's really how it is.
Okay, so one day you're going to be this phenomenal dermatologist. We'll have your own brand out here for the world to enjoy. So we can't wait for you to transform our complexions and take our skin and all that good stuff to the next level in the areas of beauty. We're so excited to be with this beauty tonight, Queen Ari, Russ College. And so I want you to, I know you already shouted out to, did you shout out to your Royal Court?
I did. Shout out to the Royal Courts of Russ College. I love you all. Thank you for supporting me.
Yes. And what I like about Russ College, of course, is that it was founded in 1866. And if you all know, the Emancipation Proclamation was signed in 1865. So Russ College, being the very first HBCU in Mississippi, just went right on and set the pathway for education for the southern region, for those who were coming out of our ancestors coming out of slavery. They were moving right in the right direction with Russ College. And so we truly appreciate that the Queen is here with us tonight, that Goodwill Ambassador. We want to thank you so much for your time tonight. And Dominique is going to kind of wrap it up a little bit with that final question we had for you.
I'm sorry, what was our question?
Oh, well, we wanted Queen to just tell us a little bit about what she wanted to leave with us.
Oh, yes. What did you want to leave with us? Like if someone, because right now, I know that Dr. Souza, you talked about like enrollment and, people enrolling to college right now in school and things like that. What would you tell a future student to get them to want to come to Russ College? What is it that made you come and you would think it would be a great place for other young adults coming into themselves?
So I would just tell them, just be yourself. And to also make sure that you advocate for yourself. When you get here, just people, they really do pick up on, fake energy. So just be yourself. Sometimes people go to college and they want to, be somebody new, which is fine. But whoever you do become to be, just be the best version of yourself. And also advocate for yourself. Don't just let life happen to you. Stand up for yourself every time. Make life happen. So that's really all.
So would you say one of the things that stood out, it seemed like you guys would have smaller classroom sizes than your schools with a higher enrollment rate? Would you say that that would be a benefit, coming there and being able to have a smaller classroom size?
Definitely. That's definitely a benefit. You'll definitely know your teachers, especially if you already know what your major is when you come to college. More than likely, you'll have the same teachers in that major all the way until you graduate. So building those relationships, building those bonds is definitely easier than institutions with, more students. So that's definitely a benefit.
Excellent. Well, Queen Ari, thank you so much once again. We're excited to have our sixth episode of Girls with Crowns. Once again, we do this to showcase HBCUs through the women from HBCUs who represent or have that coveted title of Queen. And Queen Ari definitely represented Russ College tonight and really educated us on the impact that Russ College has to offer us. I will be so excited to have a chance to come visit the campus, and we want to thank you and value you for this opportunity to promote Russ College. At this time, we're going to wrap it up. Now, we do have another amazing queen for our 7th episode next Thursday at 6:30 right here at Black Girl Magic Museum. Gone live. Gone live. Yes, Dominique. And once again, our Girls with Crowns series has done another phenomenal move by inviting Queen Ari Fitzgerald out. And we look forward to, Queen, to your future. And we look forward to once again being able to invest in you. I'm going out right now to On the Mix to get me some new lashes. So
yes,
look out.
Me too.
I'm coming for you. Thank you so much for offering that for young women and girls to just bling up a little bit and just be the beauty that they are from the inside out. Ladies, this wraps up our episode.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming on and being a part. And Ari, if you have any last words, you could say them and we'll wrap it up.
I have nothing. Just be sure to follow my business page. Also, my Queen page is at Miss Russ College. And if you guys just want to keep up with me, my personal page is Ari Ayana Fitz. So
okay, what's the website for Russ College? You know, right offhand.
The website?
Yes, for Russ College. So those who may be interested in applying, those young people who are watching and will be watching this episode will be dropped on Facebook. We want to make sure Russ College is represented and they can get to this amazing institution.
Yes, so the website is russcollege.edu.
Okay, russcollege.edu, and that is President Ivy,
Yes.
President Ivy Taylor, correct?
Yes.
Well, we want to definitely wish her continued success in her reign as the president of the amazing institution, the Russ College. And thank you so much, Queen. We do this for HBCUs. We do this for the history, the academics, and ladies, we do this for the culture.